It's Madden NFL 23, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the boys and the Niners. All that and more coming up next.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Let's go, come on!
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to try and do this himself. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarter.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So for Kyle Shanahan, he had it right, as the challenge is a good one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Inside give to Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Purdy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, with this rookie QB, we talked a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely.
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A first down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Purdy looking to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. First down, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 62 yards. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running wide side, Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
It's showtime, baby.
Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Marr now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Holding offense.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
First down.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Complete to Brown. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A handoff left. Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This will get the lead up to 7. Maher able to put this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So now the Niners trailing 17-10, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Purdy. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw. And it's caught by Jennings. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second and 4. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second down and goal. Purdy. The quick slant caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Gold to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. The score, all even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. And that's complete to Brown. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And what an awful time to cough up the football here in OT.
And all coaches talk about They preach it like crazy, minimizing mistakes, taking care of the football. In this case, that didn't happen, and now they put themselves in position to lose the game.
Yeah, field goal wins it. That's all they need. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first throw here in overtime. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score at OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head, we could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So it's a win for the Niners here. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.